There he is, my superstar. How you feeling, MP?
I'm good, man.
Yeah?
How you feeling? Good?
I'm great. I'm great. Big day for both of us, yeah?
Yeah, going national, man.
Yes,
It's
sir.
exciting.
Walk with me. Come on. You got the script, right?
Yeah.
Any questions?
No questions.
All right. Now just remember, all I need from you is be cool. No, I mean, impossibly cool.
Yeah.
Right? Any colder, you freeze to death.
Yeah, I got you. I know what you mean.
We're an aspirational brand, right? So I need the folks at home to know they too can be as cool as you, if only they had a percolate in their hand, yeah?
Loud and clear, Uncle Bobby.
Fantastic. Now, this is your mark. You stand there, right there on the tee.
This right here?
Yep. We're facing out this way, okay?
Which way?
Right here. Camera's over here. All right, set it up, people. Quiet on the set, please. As many takes as you need, right?
Okay.
Ice cold. Cool. Ready? Yeah. And action.
Oh, hey. I didn't see you there. You know, I've been drinking percolate for as long as I can remember. And I don't drink it because it's cool. I don't drink it because they plant a tree for every espresso that I buy. And I don't drink it because they pay me, which they do. A lot. I drink it because it's good. Darn good. Now, couldn't you go for a darn good cup of coffee as well? Percolate. I'll see you there.
We know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But Greg, you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Darius Garland is out there with Clarkson, and it's Osman in at the 3. With the drive, and they pick up 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Towns, Cavaliers with the rebound. And doors for Darius Garland, playing point guard, runs in the family.
That's exactly right, Kevin. Think about it. His father, Winston Garland, played 7 seasons in the NBA. And while Darius has always wanted to follow in his father's footsteps, Winston will be the first to tell you that young one is already better.
The Cavaliers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Such a wide open look. Clarkson's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Cavs. And Kia and the NBA have a long and great relationship. And now, Greg, they've tapped MP to be a spokesman for the brand.
I mean, guys like Blake Griffin and LeBron have worked with Kia in the past.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Guys, because this is an offensively gifted big man. Can shoot with range. You can put him in the post, let him work back to the basket. He can put the ball on the floor. A lot to love on the offensive end.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
We talked about keys to the game, and he thinks shot blocking has to be even more important. He said, look, we want to keep them out front as much as possible, but with our length and timing, we can protect the rim if they break us down. Kevin, he hopes that strategy will help them get their second win in this season series. Back to you.
Appreciate it, DA. They'll be trying to lock it down defensively. Guys, what do you think?
If you want to avoid a run-and-gun type of situation, this is the approach you need to take.
Well, they know they can score in the half court as well. That's your trouble defensively. If you want to take something away, you have to give up something else. Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
Connaughton passes to Edwards. Towns a screen on Clarkson. Here's Edwards, and the rejection by MP. And some big news for MP with his endorsements. Greg, he'll be one of the faces representing Gatorade in short order.
And you think back to all the famous stars who have represented Gatorade. Now, adding MP to that group, that is a huge honor.
And the dunk by Towns.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards' teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Pass to Mobley. Cleveland moving it around. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
There's the pass to McLaughlin. Now here's Gobert, defended by Allen. Lets it go from 11. Gobert, no good. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 6-point lead. Clarkson passes to Osman. Out to Clarkson. Driving inside. And the layup falls. Clarkson's got 16 for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Towns. McDaniels, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Joe Ingles in for Pat Connaughton. Here's McLaughlin. Right now averaging about 5 points a game.
Let's remember, this guy is 6'8". Joe Ingles a threat to throw it down.
The Cavaliers leading by 6.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And here's Anderson, following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Anderson against Love. 5 to shoot. McDaniels passes to Reid. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Clarkson. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket.
Well, Kevin Love just has a great feel for the game. He has a strong understanding of their offense, and he's a very willing passer. That's why you see what you see there.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. McDaniels passes to Reid. Can't cash in from close range. Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. The shot's good. 18 points for MP.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Defense's switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Clarkson, Kevin Love out there with Robin Lopez, and it's Neto in at the point guard. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Trailblazers really lit up the floor. He finished with 47 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Thanks for the report, DA. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
And you look at the activities MP has done since being drafted. He has made it a point, Greg, to win over the heart of this city.
And Kevin, that work has paid off. You get the sense now that he has more fans than detractors. Every little bit helps when you're in MP's shoes. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Neto kicks to Clarkson. Fires, high post. Clarkson missing again. Here's McLaughlin. And he got that one.
More than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Pat Connaughton. And it's McLaughlin in at the one. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
3.
Wow, a lot of distance on that jumper by Darius Garland. Nice.
Passes it to Towns. Over Mobley. Shoots from the block. And Towns finishes inside. Towns has got 13.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
The Cavaliers leading by 14. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think of a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep. Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Now Clarkson, 26 points for him. Driving in, and the dunk by MP.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And Towns gets it to go.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Mobley, a screen on Connaughton. It's intercepted. Pass to McLaughlin. Kicks it to Edwards. 4 on the shot clock. Kept alive. Here's Towns. Good D by Mobley. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Here's Clarkson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And that's now 30 points for MP. Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
And I'll tell you, this is the last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
Some changes for Minnesota. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Joe Ingles in for Edwards. Mobley against Anderson. Gobert, the screen. Anderson passes to Gobert. 6 to shoot. Here's McLaughlin. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And that one good from Clarkson.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Garland. McLaughlin, no good. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 12-4 run. Mobley kicks to Clarkson. And that one clearly.
Kyle Anderson. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Cleveland. Clarkson
from the line at about 76.
Nas Reed, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Pat Connaughton. Indoors, hasn't it been fun watching the evolution of Jared Allen? My goodness.
It certainly has, Kevin. This guy has proven he is an all-star caliber player. We know he's a double-double machine. He prides himself on hitting the glass. Any center on any team is going to have a problem if he gets near the cup because of his shot-blocking ability.
To the middle, here's Clarkson. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Clarkson's got 12 points here in the second half.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Ingles passes to Reed, and that one's drained from the low block. Reed's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Clarkson. Good on the shot.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Reed kicks to McDaniels. It's up a three. Love grabs the board.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Rubio. And here's Clarkson. It's a pick by Love. Clarkson passes to Love. And Clarkson gets it to go on the assist by Love. 39 points for MP. And as we conclude, the Bulls trail by 21. And it's time for an injury report. For an update on Karl Anthony Towns' injury, let's go over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with Minnesota's head athletic trainer. I've been told he has a dislocated elbow, about as painful as it gets. And from what we have gathered, this injury will definitely keep him out of this game, and maybe for a long time, too. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Clarkson.
Evan Mobley, second personal foul, first team foul. And the line with the Bulls, Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Pat Connaughton comes in for McDaniels. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Joe Ingles. Garland dishes to Clarkson. And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own call. It's a little like grading your own test. Maybe, Greg, give that job to the review center.
You definitely risk confirmation bias, and everyone wants to be right. It does seem like some calls stand that probably could be reversed.
Here's McLaughlin. Another miss by Minnesota.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Count that bucket.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Anderson, a screen on Garland. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's his third foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. .129 left in the game. Left side Anderson. Clock at 6. Gobert in the corner. That shot off. Good D by Lopez. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout.
big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Drains the three-pointer.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Here's Neto. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.